Hello, people in the green books for math. Another review. How to decide when to add or subtract. Let's talk about what those things mean. When you add, you're putting two groups together. If you're making cookies and you add the sugar, you put it in the bowl with everything else and you mix it together, and now you have more. When you get $10 for your birthday and then your grandma gives you $5 more, you add the $5 to the 10 you already had. You put them together in your wallet or in your pocket. Now you have more. Adding always means combining, putting things together. When you go to the store and you pick out a $3 package of pencils and a $2 pad of paper, how much does the man at the cash register charge you? He adds together. So we have the $3 package of pens and the $2, pretend like these are representing dollars instead of pennies. I wish pens cost 3 pennies. Not anymore. So $3 for the pens, $2 for the paper. Do we add or subtract? We're putting them together. Now we have 5. Subtraction is taking away. So if I have 7 pennies and I spend 3 of them, I have 4 left. I subtract. Now here's one that sometimes confuses people. What if I have 4 pennies and you have more? You have 7. How much more do you have than me? Well, you can line them up and say, okay, you have 1, I have 1, you have 1, you have another 1. Okay, we each have 4, and look, you still have 3 more. So you have 3 more than me. Or we can take the 7 that you have, subtract 4, which is the same as what I have, and you have 3 more than me. When they're small numbers, we can see that. But let's say I'm 35, and my grandpa is 81. How much older is he than me? How do I figure that out? This is me, not really, and this is my grandpa. How do we figure out how much older my grandpa is than me? Well, he has lived longer than me, correct? So here's a line that represents me. This is my 35 years. And here's my grandpa, 81 years. How much more has he lived than me? If we take off how long I've lived, that's how much more he has than me. What's taking off? Subtract. Ooh, I spelled subtract wrong. Look at that, subtract. That's what happens when you're in a hurry. And my U looks crazy too. Let's put a T right there. I bet y'all been laughing at me for the last 5 minutes about my spelling. So, 81, take off the 35, and that will tell you how much more he has than me. So, 1, subtract 5. Can't do it. So I have to trade in one of these 10s at the bank for a group of 10 ones, Put it up here. I think of it as money even though it's not money, it's years. So now I have 11 subtract 5. That works. 6. And then I have 7 subtract 3. 4. So my grandpa is 46 years older than me. Or what that means is he was 46 the year I was born. And then the next year I turned 1 and he turned 47. And the next year I turned 2 and he turned 48. And it kept going like that until we got to now, where I'm 35 and he's 81. So as you are doing your work in your green book, ask yourself, do I add, subtract, multiply, or divide to get this answer? Think about what that means. Adding means putting things together. Or sometimes they will say, how many do I have all together? Subtracting is the difference between two things. You are 12 and your baby brother is 3. How much older are you than him? So difference or less. Or when you spend, whoops, trying to write here without looking, spend something. When you spend it, you give away some to the store and you have less in your hand than you started off with. Multiplication, we talked about that in the last video. That's adding the same thing many times. And you can hear the word times in there, which is why we call it your times tables. 3 times 2, 8 times 9. $8, 9 times, if you're buying 8 things that each cost $9, it's going to give you the whole price. So you don't have to say 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. Division. So multiplication, sorry, that's not a, I didn't put that as a symbol, I put that as a dash, but let's be consistent here. Multiplication is times. Division sometimes is written like this. Division means putting things in groups. Of the same size. So division is putting things in groups. I'm kind of getting my lines crooked here. So it's subtracting over and over and over and over. But it's just the same as multiplication. So if I have 45 things and I want to share them between 5 people, each person's going to get the same number because we're friends and we don't want to cheat each other. So I have 45 things, 45 Oreos, and I want to split them between 5 people. How many will each person get? All you have to think about is how many groups of 5 in 45? Or 5 times what? 5 times, I don't know, makes 45. But you do know, if you know your multiplications, you just go through your multiplication tables in your head until you remember that 5 times 9 is 45. So if you have 45 Oreos to share with 5 friends, each person gets 9 Oreos. If you had 45 Oreos to share with 9 friends, to split between 9 friends, then you would each get 5 Oreos. So before you do a problem in your book, you ask yourself, do I need to add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Sometimes you do several things. If you buy 4 pairs of earrings at $3 each pair, so 4 earrings at $3 each, and 2 candy bars at $2 each, how much did you spend altogether? Well, first you have to figure out what each one costs separately. 4 earrings, $3 each. 3, 3, 3, 3, 4 times, or 3, 4 times, which is 12. 2 candy bars, $2 each. 2, 2. 2 times 2, 4. Okay, then how much does it cost altogether? Altogether is one of those what questions? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Yes, add. So you're going to add those two together. 4 and 2 is 6. No carry. Bring down the 1. $16 is what it's going to cost you for 4 pairs of earrings and 2 candy bars. So when you read a math question, think about what it's asking. If you need to, draw it out like this. Write down the numbers. Don't try to do it in your head because you might forget one of the numbers. So you can see it with your eyeballs. Write it out like this. Then you can add it and you'll get the right answer. Have fun. Bye.